Good afternoon, everyone. Snow in the middle of summer in New Zealand. Perth, coldest in more than a decade and had its coldest winter in 20 years. Vancouver, longest cold snap since 1986. California, look for another 100 inches of snow. And the SnowPocalypse has begun in the southeast United States. Snow's already falling on the highways, especially down the I-75 corridor. This is your ice map, the snow, sleet, and whatever mix map. 13 degrees Fahrenheit below zero temperatures for North and South Carolina. Miami and Florida, all-time record cold coming there as well. And right now, while you're watching the video, press that subscribe button. Looking at the sun again, years early where it should be showing 0 sunspots for the 7th time in the last 5 weeks. Otago, South Island, New Zealand, summer snow. This would be the equivalent for us in the Northern Hemisphere if it snowed on July 4th. Now they had to report it in the news because it was such a widespread event on the South Island. Everybody could see it on the mountaintops at 800 meters. Yet the whole news story focuses on just remember the last summer because it was unusually warm. And of course it had to point out that even though it snowed, the temperature map shows everything's pretty much normal. Don't worry about that snow. Forget that. Just average temperature. They're pretty good right now. Anywhere you see the dark purple well below normal temperatures. In the same city, Dunedin, this same area with heavy early snows for the last 2 years. This is definitely a pattern forming in this particular part of New Zealand. Snow fell on the mountains, and they were expecting even more snow through this weekend. Close-up view for you here. And I love how Robert Felix over at Ice Age Now. Rest in peace, the man-made theory of catastrophic cooking. I will agree, we have entered the grand solar minimum. Perth, it was supposed to be the warmest year ever according to the Met Office down there. Yet it turned out to be the coldest in more than a decade and the coldest winter in more than 20 years. And I know you'll come out of the woodwork and say, well, it's just one little isolated spot called Perth in the whole huge continent. But then we had all those rare snowstorms go through and all the anomalous rains and all these things that just fit the grand solar minimum cooling pattern. That's a repeating cycle if you look back in the climatic record anywhere past 2,000 years on the proxy measurements they used to determine rainfall and temperature. A bunch of fun facts for 2016. I'm just surprised that other cities like Adelaide didn't put one of these out either. Remember, it was warm last year. British Columbia, longest cold snap in over 30 years. 2015-16 on the very bottom, 2008, 2005. It seems to be increasing year on year in these last 10 years. And then looking at the longest Vancouver cold snaps ever. A couple images across social media. A lot of snow, a lot of accidents, buses sliding off the road. But what I stumbled across were these amazing photos from earlier eras when the streetcars were the snowplows, as well as what the record-setting snow in 1916 looked like. And they had to get out the army to come in and help shovel during that same storm. Looking out to the 10th, another 100 inches of snow, give or take, on tap for the Sierra Nevada mountains and periphery. They just got hammered with 6 feet of snow, epic skiing up there, but they're going to add to those totals another 5 feet or so. A look at the 72-hour snow totals by ski resort. You can find this list on the Snow. And the SnowPocalypse has arrived. The snow has started along I-75 corridor. Icy windshields already. Your search term for this through Twitter and Facebook and any social media is #SnowPocalypse. Now the last snowstorm that came through years ago in Atlanta brought that place to a standstill, and it was a dusting. They were expecting 6 inches of snow this time. This is going to bring the entire southeast United States and all the interstates to a standstill. Right here's your ice forecast totals, up to 1/2 inch thick. Going to be on the roads, and anything else 1/10 of an inch, that'll still make your car slide off into a ditch. And as I was looking through Twitter over there at Weatherbell, they label this as sleet, snow, and whatever, because it's just such a mix and a hodgepodge of everything squeezed together in this weather front. Visibility map here, that dark area right in the center on the border of Tennessee and Georgia, your visibility is going to be less than 1/10 of a mile. Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina, set for absolutely bone-shattering all-time record cold back 140 years. They're going to 13 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit, and anywhere in those teal colors, record-setting temperatures on that North and South Carolina border. And the same thing happened in Raleigh-Durham. 2.5 inches of snow caused this kind of chaos, and they're expecting at least double to triple that amount in this storm. Miami, Florida, about to break a record as well. Look at the temperature anomaly. If it were closer to Valentine's Day, I would tell you take a look at the heart shape in there. Thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of the video. I'm urging extreme caution for anybody driving in the southern United States. Please be careful out there. Take a moment to jump over to getthetea.com. As these weather extremes come in with bone-chilling cold, and then a few days later it's warm again, and then it flips back to cold, your immune system takes a beating. You want to keep yourself healthy? Rodney's got a full line of products that'll help your body do just that.